Okay, so here we go. Section 9.6, extra problems from geometry. We have a power of a power rule. And just to kind of go through that real quick again in case you forgot what that means, let's look at number 9. If I were to say to expand this, what this means is I have 3 2's in the inside, and this 2 power on the outside means this inside happens twice. So it's 2 to the third times 2 to the third, which means it's happening 2 times. Well, this is 3 2's here and 3 2's here. This ends up being 6 2's because this happened twice. So 3 2's happen twice, we get 6 2's, 2 to the sixth. So for number 10, if I think of it this way, I have 4 5's to begin with, but they're going to happen 6 times. So if 4 happens 6 times, that means we have 24 of it. Okay. For number 14, I have 6 F's, but that's going to happen negative 3 times. Well, that means it's going to happen, if it were not negative, it'd just be 6 times 3, so it'd be 18. But now it's going to be negative 18. And then if we wanted to get a little fancier, we could write it as 1 over f to the 18, because again, remember, negative exponent means you're in the wrong place, go to the denominator. And then for 18, I have 1 10, 5 y's, 1 z, but they're all going to happen 3 times. So if I have 1 10 that happens 3 times, it means I have 3 10's. If I have 5 y's that happen 3 times, that means I have 15 y's. And if I have 1 z that happens 3 times, it means I have 3 z's. So z cubed. All right. Number 26 is the next one we'll take a look at. Okay. They want us to find our answer in scientific notation and round to the nearest hundredth. Okay. So, again, skip 25. It's 11.4 times 2 cubed to the 4th squared. Now, this means I'm going to have 11.4 times 2 cubed to the 4th. Well, that's 2 to the 12th because it's happening 4 times, which is 12 times 3 times 4. But it's still squared, which means if I have 2 to the 12th twice, that means I really have 2 to the 24th. Okay. That's a huge number. Okay. So let's get our calculators out and see what that gives us, because this is way too big to do by hand. 2 to the 24th is going to be just absolutely enormous. So it's 11.4 times 2 to the 24th power. That ends up being for us 191260262.4. So in scientific notation, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 1.91 because it's the nearest hundredth times 10 to the 8th. It's a very, and then miles squared. So that's a huge number. Okay, next one from 9.6. 28 says simplify, which means I need to actually multiply this all out. So this is right now 0.4 to the first, but it's going to happen twice. So that's 0.4 squared. And this is n cubed, but it's going to happen twice. So if I had 3 n's that happen twice, I really have 6 n's. So I needed to do 0.4 squared now, which 0.4 times 0.4 is, well, 0.4 times 0.4, 16, and then 2 decimal places, so 0.16. So 0.16 into the 6th. Number 28. Okay. All right, then 30. 30 is just nasty. Okay, 30 is just straight up just ugly problem. The first issue is I've got a negative exponent. I don't care what's going on inside there. I have a negative exponent over it. That means all of that goes to the denominator. Then on top I've got 4w squared to the 4th. Okay. Now I look at the exponents. 4 is happening once inside, w is happening twice, but on top it's all going to happen 4 times. So it means I'm going to have 4 to the 4th because 1 4 has happened 4 times. Then I'll have w to the 8th because I have w squared but that's 2 w's. It's going to happen 4 times, so it's w to the 8th. Then negative 2 to the first to the fourth gives me negative 2, which is happening 1 time, 4 times actually, and w to the first happening 4 times. So in order to do the numbers part here, I need to do 4 to the fourth and 2 to the negative, and negative 2 to the fourth. So 4 to the fourth is 4 times 4 times 4 times 4. Well, that's 16 times 16, 256. So 256 w to the 8th over negative 2 to the fourth. Okay, so negative, 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 negative. That happens positive now. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 2 is 4. That becomes 16. So it's 256 w to the 8th over 16 w to the 4th. Well, 256 over 16 is 16 when I divide them. W to the 4th over w to the 8th. Cancel off 4 w's. 16 w to the 4th.